Okay, welcome students. Last class we discussed so many things about the intermediate public examinations syllabus. Now today we are going to discuss about the states of matter, which is the most important topic in IPE. So states of matter means the matter is available in mainly how many states? 3 states. What are they? Solid, liquid and gas. So along with that, two more states are there, that is a plasma state and Bose-Einstein condition state, but not we discuss about the here. So we state about the which one? The gaseous state of matter as well as liquid state of matter. So what is gaseous? So that means where the intermolecular force of attraction is negligible, such are considered as a which one? Gaseous state. While compared with a solid or liquid, the intermolecular forces is greater than the which one? Gas. So that's why where the intermolecular forces are negligible, such are called as a gaseous state. As well as what about the characteristics of gaseous state molecules? Means we have some properties or we have some characteristics of the which one? Gaseous state. What are they? Means where the intermolecular force of attraction is less, such one is called as gases, and which are highly compressible by applying pressure, that one also called as one of the character. That means compressibility means while you are applying pressure, what happens? The volume of the gas will be decreases. Such phenomena is called as a compressibility. As well as the gases also having existing some measurable properties, like as a which one? Temperature, amount of gas, as well as a which one? Pressure, like that. So all the things we have to study about here. So first of all, what are the main characters of gases? Once look at the board, what I am writing here. Gases contain very weak intermolecular force of attraction. We have already studied about that. So gases do not have fixed shape and fixed volume. So that means the gases do not have shape as well as volume. So we already well known about that one. Okay. So gas, it's the volume and fixed shape does not have in the gun. So that means the gases are the shape of the container where we store it. So for example, if we have take an empty bottle, means it is not an empty bottle. It consists of which one? Air. So what is the shape of air? Means the bottle which is shaped, that is the which one? Shape of the air. If that we take a bucket, open air bucket, it is the shape of which one? Bucket shape. So that's why the gases do not have a fixed shape as well as fixed volume. And what is the next one? Gases are highly compressible. Compressible means by applying pressure, the decrease in the volume is a condensation compressibility factor. So while you are applying pressure, what happens? The volume of the gas will be decreases. This will be happening while you are pumping is cylinder, or while you are pumping air into the cycle tube, the piston will be applied pressure. Then what happens? The pressure of the cylinder will be decreases. So compressibility means decrease in the volume by applying pressure. So gases only compressible. Solids and liquids are not compressible. As well as gases possesses high diffusibility. Diffusibility means while you are making a perfume spray, then what happens? That perfume gas will be diffused throughout the space occupied, throughout the space available. So what happens? The gas will be diffused from higher concentration to lower concentration. So gases are randomly moved in all directions, means the gas molecules are diffused fast than which one? Solid and liquid, and exerts more pressure on the walls of a container. For example, if you blow air into a balloon, what happens? The balloon bulges. So balloon bulges means whenever you pump air into that one, that air exerts the pressure on the which one? Balloon's walls. So what happens? The balloon will be bulges. So as well as what is the next one? Gases molecules have high kinetic energy. I think gas molecules are randomly move in all directions with different velocities. So that's why what happens? The moving particle must be possesses kinetic energy. So that's why all the gas molecules possesses kinetic energy. So what happens in the kinetic energy? What is the relation with the temperature? Means while the temperature increases, what happens? Automatically the gas kinetic energy also increases. So thus the Simple example, while in the case of a summer season, the temperature is gradually increases. What happens in the cycle tubes means, while the cycle tube volume will be increases, if you increases continuously, then what happen? The volume gradually increases. So whenever the volume increases, the tire will be burst off. So that's why what happened here, while the temperature increases, then what happened? The kinetic energy increases. The kinetic energy increases means what happened? The volume also increases. So that's why basically what happened? The kinetic energy of the gas molecules is directly proportional to absolute temperature or temperature, which is measured in Kelvin scale. Okay, what is the next one? Thermal energy is maximum for gases and minimum for solids. Thermal energy means temperature which persists. That one have for maximum capability for which one? Gases, and minimum for which one? Solids. Whereas in the case of a molecular force of attraction is a minimum in molecular force of attraction is a minimum in which one? Gases, and maximum in solids. So that's why in solids the particles are bind gradually, and so that's why those are in rigid in nature. Whereas in the case of gases, the attractional force is a minimum. So that's why what happened? The molecules are moved randomly in all directions without having any proper direction. So that's why, whereas in the case of solids, the binding energy is, it means the which energy is called as a molecular attraction is maximum in solids, minimum in gases. Okay, so that is the main characters of gases. As well as gases have some measurable properties. So what are the measurable properties? That means what we measure. That means about the amount of gas, pressure, volume of gas, and temperature of the gas can be measurable the properties. Okay. The four measurable properties are which one? Amount of gas, volume of gas, pressure of a gas, and temperature of a gas. So amount of gas means it is defined as a measure. The quantity of gas that is generally measured in mole. So mole means it is defined as the ratio of the mass of the substance to gram molecular weight or gram atomic weight of the gas. This is called as mole. So that's why the quantity of gas can be measured by which one? Mass of the gas by gram molar mass of the gas or gram molecular mass of the gas. So that means 1 mole equal to how much? Nearly that equals to 1 mole equals to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 particles. Particles means here either molecules, either atoms, or either ions, whatever it be, because the gases are available in either monoatomic state, diatomic state, or triatomic state. For example, in case of all the inert gases, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon, all these are the monoatomic state gases. Whereas in the case of H2, N2, Cl2, Br2, I2, like this, those are in which state? Diatomic state. Whereas in the case of O3, ozone, SO2, NO2, such are triatomic molecules. So that's why these are the atomic state, these are the diatomic state, these are the triatomic state. It means these are the atoms, these are the molecules. So that's why the mole of, so the amount of gas is defined as the quantity of gas. So the quantity of gas is measured by between the mass of the gas by gram molar mass gas or gram atomic mass of the gas, because these are in atomic state only, these are in molecular state only, and this one is the polyatomic state or mole triatomic molecules. So that's why the amount of gas is defined as between the quantity of gas present in a given container, closed container, is termed as a which one? Amount of gas. It is generally measured in mole. Mole is the SI unit, fundamental SI unit of quantity of matter. So what is the quantity of matter here? Gas. So that's why the mass of the gas is, or the quantity of the gas is measured in moles. What is the next one? Volume of a gas. Volume of a gas means the space occupied by the gas. So the space occupied means if it is an open air, we cannot calculate the volume. Whereas in a closed container, that means in a cylinder or in a bottle or in a glass tube or in some else, whatever it may be, it must be closed. So for that one, the closed container's volume only the measured. So that's why here the volume of gas means the space occupied by the gas in a closed container is termed as a volume. Now what is the SI unit of volume? Generally the volume means, I think you have learned in previous class in mathematics, volume equal to LBH. LBH means your length, breadth and height. So if length and breadth and height are measured in meters, then it is said to be meter cube. So the SI unit of volume is which one? Meter cube. So 1 meter cube equals to 1 dm cube, or else 1 10 cube with liters, or 10 power 6 centimeter cube, or 10 power 6 milliliters. So here 1 dm cube equals to how much? 1 dm cube is nothing but which one? 1 liter, or 1 cc, cubic centimeter. This is also written as a 1 centimeter cube equal to 1 ml. 1 cubic centimeter or 1 centimeter cube is also termed as 1 milliliter. So volume of any gas at STP conditions always occupies 22.4 liters of volume. So STP means standard temperature and pressure, as well as ASTP is different. Ambient standard temperature is also different. Or STP or NTP are both are same. Here what is the difference? STP or ENT, both are same only. Standard temperature pressure or normal temperature pressure. So at normal temperature and pressure or standard temperature pressure, at 1 mole of gas occupies how much? 22.4 liters. That is the standard volume occupied of any gas. 1 mole of oxygen, 22.4 liters. 1 mole of nitrogen, 22.4 liters. 1 mole of nitrogen, 22.4 liters. So that means every 1 volume of gas occupies 22.4 liters only at standard conditions. Okay. What is the next one? Pressure. So pressure is defined as generally which one? The force per unit area is called as a pressure, which is a scalar quantity. I think you have learned in physics that is a scalar quantity. So that's why the pressure is defined as the force per unit area. So what is the SI unit of which one? Pressure means Newton per meter. Newton per meter. So Newton means it is defined as a which one? Force. Am I right? So Newton means kg into meter per second square. Am I right? So that's why kg into meter per second square by area, meter by meter square is also called as a which one? Pressure. So generally kg into meter per second square by meter square is which one? Termed as a force. That is Newton. So that's why the SI unit of pressure is a Newton per meter square. So other units also there, which are popular units. So in chemistry generally we use atmosphere or pascals or torr or bar. So that's why 1 atmosphere equal to need about 76 centimeters. I think you have already learned in previous class about the Tarsalene barometer. That means while you are constructing a Tarsalene barometer, the mercury column height represents the atmospheric pressure. So that's why we call it as a 1 atmosphere. 1 atmosphere equal to 76 centimeters or 760 millimeters or 0.76 meters. That means the pressure of that atmosphere air gives the which one? Length of the column of the mercury column. So if the mercury column length suddenly drops, that gives the storms, or gradually decreases, that gives the rainfall. So the thermometer is used to which one? Sorry, not the thermometer, that's the barometer. Barometer is used to measure the atmospheric pressure. So that's why pressure is the force per unit area. So the atmospheric pressure can be calculated either in pascals, either in bar, either in torr, or in which one? Newton meter square, or in atmospheres. So 1 atmosphere is nearly equals to which one? 76 centimeters or 760 millimeters. Sorry, I am right here centimeters. Change it. Millimeters or 0.76 meters. As well as 1 pascal equals to how much? That is Newton per meter square. This is the SI unit of which one? Pressure. As well as 1 bar equal to how many pascals? 10 power 5 pascals, or in atmospheres 0.987 atmospheres. As well as 1 torr. 1 torr is nothing but which one? 133.32 pascals. So torr is the unit on the behalf of which one? A scientist name, Tarsalene. So Tarsalene barometer. We have an instrument to measure the pressure. So that's why on behalf of his name we used a which one? As a unit for pressure. What is the next one? Temperature. So temperature means it is the degree of hotness or coldness of a gas. Not only gas, the degree of hotness, coldness of a which one? A body. So we are discussing about the one of the matter, that is which one? Gases. So that's why it is measured for gases only. So we have three scales. Generally, which scale? Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, as well as Kelvin scale. Along with that, we have also another scale is the Reimer scale. So we need to discuss about here. So we have three scales. One is the which one? Celsius, Fahrenheit, as well as which one? Kelvin. So the relation between the Celsius and Fahrenheit scale equals to F minus 32 by 180 equal to C by 100, or nothing but which one? C by 5 equal to F minus 32 by 9. That means we convert the which one? Temperature scales from Celsius to Kelvin, Kelvin to Celsius, as well as Celsius to Fahrenheit, as well as Fahrenheit to Celsius. So these are all the interconvertible. And one more thing here, these two scales are equal at a temperature of minus 40 degrees Celsius. Minus 40 degrees. That means minus 40 degrees is equal to which one? Minus 40 Fahrenheit scale. That means these two scales, which scales? Fahrenheit scale as well as a Celsius scale are magnitudely equal at a minus 40. Now what about the Kelvin scale? Kelvin scale is also called Lord Kelvin. Lord Kelvin scale also called as absolute scale. That is the relation between degree Celsius as well as a which one? Absolute scale. So here capital T represents absolute scale and small t represents the which one? Celsius scale. So if you want to convert the Celsius scale into Kelvin scale, you have to add 273. That will be discussed later about the gas laws, how it is comes and how it derives. That will be discussed in gas laws. Okay, no need to bother about that. So capital T equal to, capital T means here absolute scale, whereas a small t is a Celsius scale. So capital T equal to Celsius scale temperature plus which one? 270. So those are the four measurable properties of which one? Gases. What are they? Amount of gas. Second one is volume of gas. Third one is a pressure of gas. And fourth one is a temperature of the gas. So these are the measurable properties of gases.